It was a little bit chilly coming out of this weekend. We've still got some of that left over as we head out the door this morning, but notice what's behind that Capitol, some sunshine. That's going to start to help us out just a little bit more as we go forward. Here's a look at kind of the setup that we're going to be tracking. We're kind of stuck between high pressure off to our east and an approaching cold front from the north and west. So that's going to kick up some of those winds just a little bit more, not by a whole lot. We're certainly not going to be talking about those winds screaming like we did last week at times, but this cold front will work its way through later on this afternoon into the evening. Notice, though, doesn't even hardly bring some cloud cover with it. There is not much in terms of even cold air with this thing. It's really just a wind shift, and tomorrow's boundary that we're going to be tracking is going to be largely pretty similar as well. Nothing more than a wind shift for us. On our Tuesday, high pressure is starting to take charge, and eventually is more or less what's calling the shots going forward. A lot of sunshine in store. That's the big takeaway as we take a look at that shopping forecast. It's helping those temperatures out to near 50 degrees by this afternoon. So a good day to get out there and maybe finish up some of that holiday shopping. Here's a look at what's going on overhead of us. That jet stream, kind of a bit of a split flow. You can see one branch up to our north, another one well off to our south. Watch here in mid-Missouri. That leaves us pretty high and dry. We're stuck in the middle as we go throughout the first part of this week. That does change a bit as we get toward the end of this week. Notice, again, a lot of winds moving over the Rockies and headed our direction as we get into this weekend. But this is what it's going to leave us with. Temperature-wise, we're going to be looking at a warm-up by Thursday, back into the upper 50s, upper 60s by Friday. Here's where those winds come in. As we get into Friday during the day, we could be talking about gusts up around 30 to 40 miles per hour. As we get into Christmas Eve, those really don't back off a whole lot, so big man might have a little bit of trouble guiding that sleigh into some of those area roofs. You got to factor in that wind out of the northwest here, gusting around 30 miles per hour. That'll back off as we get throughout the day on Christmas. Still a little bit of a breeze left over, kind of keeping things mixed up, but again, far cry from what we're going to be tracking on Friday, but it does help us get to near 70 degrees. We're going to be threatening some more daily high temperature records as we get into Christmas Eve. We'll be tracking that closely. Other than that, it's pretty quiet here in mid-Missouri over the next week.